talking a little bit more about your sound, I mean, like, where do you see yourself going in the future? Like, you just released this banger, bro. You know, when I'm outside, that song, bro, is literally, bro. I don't know. I envisioned me on this call, and I was like, yo, I got to do this for him. Like, dude, that's the type of song that you go like you like.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that is what that song
Yeah,
is,
it's
bro.
one of those OGs too. Like if you hear
Yeah.
it, you kind of hear the beat pattern and you think like Pharrell, Timbaland,
Yes.
2000s R&B hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I was trying to go for. So do you know the song? This is a real story. You know the song "Hour Hour" by Lil Tecca?
No,
It's
but
like or not "Hour Hour." It's like hold on, what's it called? It's that song. He's like, "Oh, my bitch so bad, she spent your cash on them, but she never had." Yeah,
which dude, tell me when you find it. Let's play it. What's it called?
you heard this song?
I can't see it. What's it called?
Um, "Dark Thoughts" by Lil Tecca. This song has been like one of his biggest songs he released recently. So that beat is from YouTube,
Are you
right?
serious?
Yes. So I recorded a song on that very beat 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I just never released it. Fire like OG song. And then he released it. And I'm like, no way. And this shit went viral. It went viral. Like, so I'm like, damn, could have been me, right?
Yeah.
But so basically I was on YouTube and I was just looking up 2000s R&B type beat, and it was pulling up all these like Timbaland and Pharrell type beats. And I came across this producer that shout out Prod. Oh my god, that's the prod for when I'm outside. And he don't usually make these beats because I did like hyper pop on these beats. Like in my old music, I used to do like hyper pop, and he had these like 2000s R&B beat. I was like, I listened to a couple. I was like, damn. And then I recorded it the same day in my bedroom in like 30 minutes.
Dude, that's so how long have you had when I'm outside?
Like the song hasn't been made.
Yeah, like how long has it been like in your pocket before you released it?
So this is what happened. My EP, I had an EP that came out on May 30th called Bad Habits, right?
Bad habits.
And I was out in New York to go out to like the UnitedMasters building, and I did like another like little interview type thing with the little media thing. Hasn't came out yet, but before I left for the trip, I was just like recording, and I recorded this song, and it came out. So when you the way it works with me, when you signed on a little distributor thing, they suggest you turn the song in like 3-4 weeks ahead of time
Hmm.
to pitch to like playlists and stuff like for Apple Music or Spotify editorials. So the day I got to New York, like my EP had just came out, I was catching a vibe,
Yeah.
and I was just listening to it. I was like, bro, I should just put it out. Like I should just put it out. So I turned in everything in the day I got to New York for it to come out on the 27th. So like a 27-day window, and the
Yeah.
rest was history, really.
So what's your experience been like with United Masters?
So basically, before I was on a partnership deal, I was just distroing through them,
Yeah.
and I had dabbled with DistroKid. But what people don't tell you about DistroKid, I'm about to get you in some promo because this is the truth. If you're distroing through DistroKid or something that's just straight technology, if you have an issue with your music, you can't get a hold of nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna take long to get a hold of somebody. So even before I was signed to United Masters, if I had like an issue go wrong, like I had something go wrong with a song or I needed to change something like cover art or like a title, they have like a support that you can reach out to, and the latest you'll get a response is the next day. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? But with the partnership deal, it was like Spotify editorials, producers, but I also have like my own like A&R who like
Okay.
helps me like put the stuff up, uh release plans, and just really really kind of helps me put the puzzle together.
Yeah.
And that's been pretty good, and I'll say I'll probably have leveled up a lot since I got with them, as far as like being around people who've been in music longer than you. and just know more, have, been next to success, especially honing the name as independent, owning your masters. Like, this is where Brent Fayez started. This is where Big X the Plug is going off right now. I don't know if you know the artist Ecstasy. This is where he's signed to and thriving, right now. And to see them do this for these artists while also helping them maintain their uh sense of independence, or masters in some way, that draws me, first of all, because with them it's not like it's the music first. With a lot of majors, it's very transactional with any corporation, but as far as like, it's kind of less of that with UnitedMasters, I would say. You know what I'm saying? If you are a label and you want to sign me, you like the music, but you more so care about what you're gonna get back, dollar amount, as far as a return on my investment, my recouping. So
So
yeah, it's been a good experience. I can't complain. I love everybody over there.
so how long are you signed to them for? Is it like kind of just like
Yeah, so when I first signed, it was last May, and it was like it's like a 9 month window, no specific projects, and they license basically all the tracks are exclusively licensed to them under that 9 month window, and then I amended it in like 9 months after that, like December, and so I'm with them until it's over. But like, I have had like, some like other A&Rs like reaching out to me and stuff, but for me right now, it's probably about like building leverage. It makes no sense for me to go sign $1 million deal when I'm not making $1 million off my music, and then I'm just on a hold for the rest of my life. Because what they don't tell you is that if you sign a big deal too early, when the numbers really don't reflect that, after you get released, your whole back catalog is 100% to them, and you kind of got to start over. And you're not going to get another deal, because what labels want is the back catalog, the back streaming. So it's really hard to get a new release deal. And after in that hole, you don't get your masters back for 30 years. It's happened to my friends, so it's just like,
mm,
I don't know. I'm trying to get the leverage to where I can make the kind of negotiation slash offer I want to, you know.
yeah, do you have a manager or what's that look like?
Yeah, I have a manager. Yeah, he's also my producer too. I don't know if you heard the song "Another Life."
Wait, no, I didn't listen to that one.
You got to tap in. You listen to Midwest.
Yes, yes.
He's on the song. It's
Oh,
probably like,
that's the one on Bad Habits with Midwest and the other
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
My manager produced that song. He
Okay.
also produced "Search and Destroy" and "From You."
Yeah, no, dude, I was listening to that album because I have everything listed here. I was like, because Let You
Yeah, the homework. Let's get it.
I had to do something.
Let's get it,
Um,
boys.
no, but yeah, because I don't have the names down in my head yet. I just have like,
Yeah,
I
for
know
sure.
when I see them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, dude, how did you get a song with Midwest? Like, what's like, how?
So we both are from Indianapolis, and we used to hang out like a lot. We're not as close as we used to be, but we used to hang out like a lot. And one of these nights, he had just pulled up to the studio when we was mixing down the song. Now, this was before the song ever had a planned release date. I wasn't even a believer in the song for a while, but we're playing it back. Brendan's finishing the master, and Edgar gets up. He's like, "Let me get on it." And Brendan looks at me. I'm just like, "If he wants to get on it, he can get on it." So he went in there, laid his verse in like 5 to 10 minutes, and the rest was history.
Yeah, because that off the bat, I was like, this doesn't really sound like a Midwest beat.
Yeah, I
So
don't know if you go listen to Edgar's song, he damn near has he kind of some of the inspo, like how you asked at first about how's the inspo come, where I'm kind of everywhere with the genres. Him being from the same city, before I was like kind of got traction, I'm kind of looking for bigger artists to try to emulate, because Indianapolis doesn't have that person, you know what I'm saying?
mm,
That just is a symbol for the city. And if you go through his catalog, he has pop songs, hyper pop songs, R&B songs, rage songs. So I kind of took a little inspiration from that, as far as like, when it was first the type of artist I want to be. I was like, I want to be able to do everything. I want to be able to be put into any room with any songwriters and be able to fit in and be a contributor. So that's everything that derives from.
Have you produced any of the songs that like you've been putting out, or are
No,
you more side?
I don't produce. I've tried. I just
Yeah.
can't. I can't. It's too much.
Well, dude, the beats that you've been hopping on have been absolutely
Yeah. Hey,
crazy.
shout out my manager, Brendan. He produces everything. Shout out Brendan Morales. But the last four songs I put out since I've been with UM has been like Brendan. So shout out him.
So like just to try and get to know you a little bit better before we like keep talking, just like I want to ask you a quick question. Like who is Rickie Wedlow, bro?
I am somebody that wants to be like the beacon of my state and my city because the way it works, the domino effect of success, if I get noticed, I can put everybody else here on. It is that easy because support is free, promo is free, especially for friends. I want to be somebody that makes India. I want Indiana to be because there's so much talent here, and I know like this isn't really like getting off the question, but there's so much talent here, and we kind of get just like excuse my language, shitted on because it's Indiana. Just like what happened with the Pacers, they called us a flyover city, and we just don't get me started. But it's just the same thing with that. Like people don't think when you think of Indiana, what musical artist do you think of? And this is the perfect example. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can think of Atlanta and you think Young Thug or you think 21 Savage. If you think New York, you'll think Pop Smoke, A Boogie, Lil TJ. If you think Florida, you'll think Rod Wave. You'll think XXX Tentacion. If you think Texas, you'll think Big X the Plug. If you think Philly, you'll think Lil Uzi, Meek Mill. But if
Yeah.
you think see Indiana, there's no person. And what a lot of what happens with these other artists is they're putting the younger generation on. So
Yeah.
and the thing about being in Indiana is there's so much opportunity.
Mm.
It's not like there's nobody I'm trying to move out the way. Everybody's trying to be that person. But I more so just want to make music a thing again to where people want to go see some good music. Indiana, people want to go listen to some music. There's good artists everywhere. And I don't know, I'm trying to get to the place, but once I get that, I have the torch. I'm trying to light everybody's torch, give everybody light. So like that's me, but me as an artist, I don't know because it wasn't supposed to go for me like this. I was when I first was in college. I'm 23 now, but my first years of college, I was playing college basketball, D3,
Oh damn, where'd you go?
and a Manchester University.
Okay.
Uh,
Did you end up
called
graduating?
not for Manchester. I transferred to IPY out here in Indianapolis, and I graduated from there. But my first year as a Manchester, I was playing college basketball,
Yeah.
but like I wasn't really really getting no tick. So like in my off time, this is like like I came from the city. This was a college I was in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm.
So there was this app that had just came out. It was called Band Lab, right?
Yeah.
And people was like recording songs and stuff, and I just started like recording some songs like off my phone, and I was just like making it for fun.
Yeah.
And I started to get more into music than I was basketball, and I also hated being out here at this college. So I moved back to Indianapolis, and I started taking music seriously,
Hmm.
and because I always thought basketball was like my destiny. Like I was pretty good in high school, and then when you go D3, and then that you're not playing, it's kind of like a wake up call. Like maybe this wasn't my calling,
Yeah.
because ever since I was a kid, I thought I was going to the NBA. Like I was like, no more. I'm not going to the NBA. Forget music. I could always sing, but like I was like, I'm going to the NBA.
Yeah.
And then I kind of after this all happened, I'm like, music might be the move too. So and yeah, and I started taking it seriously. Probably didn't start taking it seriously. Like I had put out some band lab songs like back in like 2022, but I probably put out like a real song like in 2023. So like I'm pretty new,
Damn.
kind of.
So you've only been releasing music for like 2 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
Damn, that is fucking insane. And you had no
Yeah.
experience with like writing shit or anything before that? And just
Nah, because I didn't know how to work a studio. I didn't have money for studio at the time, but I didn't band lab. I literally plugged in my headphones
yeah,
and you just open it up and record.
dude, it's insane, bro. I know. I've seen
Nuts.
I've seen like the bulls that are just like cracked at band lab and like I have this one friend who was like
The Bulls, that Philly, that's that Philly lingo.
Dude, literally though, like I just had these random kids just like coming up to me and they were like just showing me their music and I was like, yo, like where'd you record this? And they were like, on my phone. And I'm like, the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like
Yeah,
it's actually
nuts.
crispy. It's crazy.
Yeah, the younger generation is even crazier, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
They're
they're cracked at it, bro. It's insane. I don't understand. But I mean, you see Netspend, like Netspend fucking popped off of BandLab shit. Like
yeah, he popped off Band Lab.
which got me
Who,
asking, bro. No, like no names. That's the one that like is like crazy fucking what is it like? It's just like
like Rage?
yeah, it's like rage rap.
You talking about my song No Names?
Yeah,
Oh my god, what a pool. That's a
yeah,
pool.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
I
I
was
made that song on Band Lab.
bro, I literally bro, I look, no names, question mark, like
Come True was the first song I ever recorded in the studio.
really.
And that came out last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, the trajectory and like the growth is just insane.
yeah.
It's like
Right. It's just being around good people, being around people who people who want to help me and just constantly learning. I know they say like being on the internet as an artist is like unhealthy, but seeing other people be great is there's no other better motivation. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that's 15 that's popping. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm constantly trying to learn from other people. It doesn't matter. I'll never be the one to act like I have enough knowledge because I want to learn every single day, especially about music. The more I learn, the better I could get. The more anything I can take from somebody else and put that into my own, put my own spin on it. I just want to learn. I just want to be better.
When you decided that basketball wasn't gonna be a thing anymore, like how did like family react to that in a certain way, or like were there any
Yeah,
bad
yeah. Because
like how'd you deal with
my
that?
mom and dad they was taking me to basketball tournaments since I was 13. I'm talking about they probably invested so much time and money into these tournaments. Now, it was fun, but like they was they my type of parents like they believe anything I want to do, they're in support of it. Whatever it is, whatever my dreams are, they're okay with it. But that was kind of a dagger just because of how much time we had spent with it over the years. But
Yeah.
and they really didn't. They still didn't get it at first, but then the music started getting better. There was a song, "Another Life,"
Hmm.
and my mom had got a call from one of her friends back in our hometown of Richmond, where I'm from. I'm from Richmond, Indiana. We live in Indianapolis now. It's like an hour east from here. And she had got a call from one of her friends, and she was like, "Girl, this Another Life song is your son." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" My mom ain't even know the song. She don't be tapped in. She was like, "Girl, my son want an autograph from your son," because he was a big fan of Midwest, and I was on the song, and she was like, my mom listened to music and she liked the music, so like she actually listens to my music now. Because at first it's hard to get your parents to want you to do something because your parents just want the best for you. They want you to get a job. They want you to go corporate, get that degree, be
Yeah.
settled. With music, there's like not there's no job security. There's no retirement plan. There ain't no pension.
Hmm.
There's no health care that comes with this. So like I get it as far as being a parent being skeptical, but they've seen the work I put in and they see it. It's a slow trend, but like we're going up. So they've been fully supportive ever since.
Was there music always playing around in the house growing up? Just like what type of music did your parents listen to? Did that influence you?
They listen to like my dad. I've been putting my dad on. He'll have on a little Young Thug, 21 Savage, Drake. He'll be like, "You like this," and there'll be like a song from 2014. But my mom, my mom, she listens to a lot of like R&B, Chris Brown. She loves R. Kelly, Balls. None of my musical inspiration came from them because
Just all.
they was always listening to music I really wasn't interested in. You know,
What did you listen to growing up? What were the music? What was the
I
songs you?
was listen I was listening to like you ever heard of Kid Ink?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was listening to like Kid Ink. I was listening to people don't know about OG Ty Dolla Sign. I was listening to a lot of Migos. Migos was probably what really jump started this shit.
Hmm.
I was listening to hella Migos. Like, do you remember when Drake got on that Versace feature?
Yeah.
That changed my life.
Yep.
Okay. And I was listening to a lot of stuff because I'm a big beats guy. If the beat is a 10 out of 10, the song can never be too bad. I
That's
can
true.
always be able to listen to it because the beat's good. And shout out Netspin. I'm not huge into Netspin, but
Yeah,
his production is flawless.
it is.
So I've got to tap in. I've got to tap in just based off production. And I was listening to a lot of Chris Brown. Who else was I listening to? Future. I used to be on Audio Mac and Skrilla with it, so I was listening to a lot of like underground stuff. You know, DC Young Fly used to make music.
DC Young Fly.
You know what that is?
Nah, I'm not
What?
tapped in. No, I'm not tapped in.
Exactly. I was listening to just like more so underground stuff, at least what it was at the time. But the music inspo didn't come a lot from when I was more so little. It probably came around like freshman year of high school, and this was like when Lil Yachty started popping off.
Yeah.
This is when like you remember that freshman XXL freestyle,
Yes.
the greatest one of all time. That was like,
Yeah.
and they're all still around today.
That is
That was like really like this is so cool. And what was cool about it is Lil Uzi, Yachty, Denzel Curry, those they were all like 18 to 20 at that time. Like they were super young.
yeah.
And I don't know, even though I was like this before I even thought about doing music, I got like really engaged in music after that. And I kind of starting to listen to other genres I typically didn't listen to. Like after that and stuff. Like I wasn't listening to like Cardi for real when Cardi was like, they say Cash Cardi
Hmm.
or like that OG Cardi. I really started messing with Cardi hella after a whole lot of red.
Yeah.
Because I've always been like late to the party, to the trends, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? The people that listen to me, they be calling me Unc. You know what I'm saying? Because they be calling me Unc. Just like I couldn't get this computer to work, that's Unc, man. So,
Okay. Dude,
but yeah, you said what?
no, it just made me realize that somebody commented on the photo that we the
My point exactly. You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? Music is a young man's sport now where they call somebody 23 Unc.
I know, right? I know. That's why, yeah, because 12-year-olds are on the fucking internet. That's why. You said when I'm outside, a time capsule in song form. Tell me what does that mean?
Uh, this was very experimental in a sense that this you don't hear production like that anymore. Like
No,
that's
you
an
don't.
old style type of song. It's almost like nostalgic in a way. So this was kind of going to be like they haven't heard this in a while. They've never heard this from me at all. Like let's see if it's let's like it was really I wanted to see like can this be popular again because that was always a popular sound. Those Pharrell and Timbaland type beats. I was it was never not popular, but people stopped making them. It stopped being produced. So a time capsule, it's literally like you hear that in somebody that's, maybe 30, 35 listening will be like, damn, I remember listening to like Timbaland beats back in the 2000s. So it's an older song, but it has a new twist of like just if a different artist probably would have rapped on that differently, but I kind of try to put my own twist of like Rickie Wedlow on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that chorus, call me when I'm outside, side, that repetition, that was like a 2000s R&B hip hop method that I put on there. You know what I'm saying? It's catchy. You kind of can catch yourself saying it nonchalantly. You might be doing something. Call me when I'm outside, side. That's the key. You can catch somebody just saying it. Unconsciously or like whenever that's when the song starts to get replay value and they might come back to it. And it's been 2 days, it's almost at 2000, so it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's funny. I was getting into my hot tub the other day and I'm listening to the song and I start recording myself like a video.
Yeah.
And I was gonna post it, but like my chest hair was out and shit. And I'm like, I can't post this shit
Yeah.
on the Wish account. But literally, as soon as the chorus hit, I'm like this. I'm like, man, I'm outside. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
dude,
it makes you catch a vibe, man.
bro, for
You know what
real,
I'm saying?
though. It puts me in yeah, dude, it puts me in the past. Like, I grew up on fucking, I know it's kind of like not exactly it, but like Akon, um, fucking, he has that one song with, I don't know, is it Kendall Marshall or something like that? Dude, I don't know, bro, but it's absolutely incredible. And just like those,
I rock with Akon.
yeah,
Shout out Akon, man.
yeah. And I'm trying to fucking remember that one song though. Dangerous. It's called Dangerous. It's with Akon. Cause that band is so dangerous. That girl is a
Never,
big
ain't never
girl.
that girl is a bad girl.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that
that's that.
song.
That's that joint right there.
Yeah, bro, that's a hit. Like it was just a fuck. It has that hit value, like for sure.
Yeah.
And, I went.
I have more too. Like if this does what I think it's going to do,
Yeah,
like if this does as well, I like the trajectory it's on right now. I'm gonna drop another one similar to that, like the same lane, a different song, but even more energy.
damn, dude. So how many in the vault like do you have like that sound, like that R&B mixed with like
I probably have like three or four, and but one of these like a hit. Like it's like I'm trying to tell you, it's a hit. I'm gonna send you this when we get off here. It's like a hit.
bro, dude, the one that you just dropped is a hit. Like people,
Yeah.
you got so like here I got more screenshots, bro. Like you got music, you got Musicbreakr, you got us. We were posting that shit. UnitedMasters was posting that. Like you're getting love, and like, have you had experience getting love on a certain song like this before? And just like, has it kind of
Yeah. So I want to say like maybe like around August. Do you know the artist C Rio?
no?
Okay, so tap into him whenever you get the chance. I'll send you some of his music. But on Spotify, it's like my biggest song, Duck Duck Goose, right?
Oh, I did see. I saw the Duck Duck Goose.
Yeah, so basically, C3Rio, he's an artist from Atlanta that I connected with last year. Shout out his manager in the home. He had connected us, and we ended up doing a song, right? And we recorded this song out in LA. And this song was the song he already had on SoundCloud,
Hmm.
and he was planning on it wasn't on DSPs. He was like, I'm gonna put a like a well mixed version on my album. I want you to be on the remix. Now I'm grown as hell talking about some duck ducks. So at first I was like, man, I don't know. They was like, man, just fuck. I'm like, fuck it. I go in there. It's a fire song. Anyways, this song ended. I didn't know how crazy. This is where Unk started from because he's 18 and he just graduated high school. So his fans they started streaming the song and the song started going nuts. Like right now it has like 960,000 streams.
Damn.
And at one point this had my monthlies was like at 40K. Like it was nuts. And it was going crazy. Like that song was like I started getting love and I wasn't even a believer of the song because the song started doing so well. And I've never really had a grasp as an older artist or older. It's hard to get a grasp on like a younger audience. You know, people 14 through 17 are listening like it's just straight rage. You know what I'm saying? So when they started listening, they heard me on Duck Duck Goose. They started tapped into my music. They started rocking with the kid. You know what I'm saying? But when I first dropped Another Life, and this is like with the when I was signed to UnitedMasters at the time, I got like three Apple Music editorial placements.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was the first time I was like crazy. Like the new music, and well, you don't got Apple Music, so you don't really know what it looked like, but it's like a Spotify editorial, like a Fresh Finds,
Yeah.
a Rap Caviar. Like the song was on that, and I started getting love from people that I didn't even know talking about some like I came across your song on this playlist, like this is fire. And you know, artists want to collab and connect, producers want to send me packs. That was probably when I started getting personal love. The Duck Duck Goose was like, okay, this is fire. We love Duck Duck Goose. We like the addition, but Another Life was probably like the first song that's like, okay, this is fire. I gotta tap into more of your work. Let's work. Let's send some beats. Let's connect. That was probably like the first time I really started getting some love.
Where do you see yourself going? Like, cause you've got pop, you got punk. Dude, I'm good by the way. Fire. I love that shit.
Apple headphones band lab.
Are you serious?
That was an older song. No, not an older song. I released it last year, but to the album is titled Bad Habits, right?
Yeah.
These
I was gonna
songs,
tap into the whole album in the interview, like, cause
yeah,
it's a
but
little all
like
over the place too.
yeah, I recorded that song in my bedroom probably a year ago.
Damn.
Apple headphones, probably like 15 minutes. Nuts.
Who the fuck, who the fuck am I talking to right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is crazy.
I've been
Like,
trying to remake a song like that, and I just can't too. That's how I know it's one of those ones.
it's just one of those ones that like
Yeah,
you,
it's just what it's standalone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, so like talk to me about Bad Habits. Like, what's your favorite song off the album?
Probably Probably Secrets, the intro, because that shit, it just sets the tone.
Yeah,
The
Secrets.
sequence was kind of just like setting the tone for the album or the EP in itself. And I remember with the way Secrets happened, we was in the studio and the EP was done. We had an alternate intro, but it just wasn't intro-y enough.
Yeah.
And so I was with Morales because Morales is another producer from here who's like he's still in college, but he's a really good producer. And he was just playing these loops, and he played that loop. I was like, wait, go back, I'd be go back, and I was just listening, and then I was just like put it in because we was in the studio. I was just like put it in, and then I went in there and we recorded this in for real 10 minutes, like, and I just knew like this is gonna be the intro, but I had a lot of situations this year where like I lost a lot of friends, failed attempts at love, temptations, just going through it as a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And basically bad habits encapsulates all these things that, you know what I'm saying, where at night you turn the TV off and you're just staring at the ceiling, those things that come to the head that you don't think about during the day or you keep in the back of your mind during the day that become frontal lobe when you're by yourself. And one through all 8 of these songs I made during the time. I never really made a song like I want to make this song. Every song I make, I try to make it literally based on how I'm feeling.
In that moment.
Secrets, I was feeling that way. Search and Destroy, that was describing a specific situation. Another Life was just like I was having a big identity crisis when I first started like getting some love. And it would be something like this. I would have a small success, and then I would see another artist, one of my peers, have a bigger success. And I would always get caught in this thing of comparing myself
Mm.
when I shouldn't be. And it was just like, why would I want to be somebody else? Why would I want to live another life? Why would I want to see the other side when I'm blessed? Because just how there's like, damn, I wish I was in his position. There's somebody that wants to be in mine. So it was just really about like being grateful. You know what I'm saying? I really had to hone in and start being grateful. And after that, the song Set Me Free was just about a toxic ass relationship. And it's like, I'm not sure if you've ever been in a toxic relationship. If you haven't, great. But a toxic relationship with anything, it could be with alcohol, drugs, a woman, a temptation, but a bad habit.
Yeah.
Um, Even though it's bad for you, you kind of can't stop. You
Yeah.
keep coming back to it. And Set Me Free was just one of those things like, set me free from this. So, you know what I'm saying? This is holding me back. I can't do it anymore, even though how bad I want to. I'm good is a reminder to myself, like, I'm okay. Shit's fucked up right now, but I'm okay. At the end of the day, it could always be worse. And that's the truth. And running, running was about a conclusion to a chapter with somebody where, more so closure. Like how I told you, Set Me Free was like, I need to get out of this. Please set me free.
Yeah.
Running was like, okay, this is the closure. Like when you see me, I'll come running, turning nothing into something. I gotta let you go. That was just one of those things. That was probably the most emotional song like I damn near ever recorded because as an artist, sometimes I try not to get too caught in my emotions when I'm in the studio, which I don't really. But this one was like, because I literally this day, I literally hit a B like B, we got to get into the studio. He was like, bet. Got in the studio, playing through loops. This one comes up. I'm like, bet. I recorded the first half. I like needed a break, and I had the whole song written. But I ended up getting my boy Ross Collins on that one. Shout out Ross Collins. And that one turned out to be beautiful. And then From You was kind of just a letter to myself, to my old self. And that was just, the person that had that was battling temptation or addiction or, you know, false hope, you know, a letter from you, you is me. And that was really like just the icing on the cake. This body of work is so good and so like so special to me because I I I made these songs not knowing the soundscape that we put in because they were I'm good, Another Life, Search and Destroy. They were never made for bad habits. I was just making these songs throughout, you know, the past 8 months, and then I realized, shit, like I'm really just writing. I'm really writing about my life.
Yeah.
So that's when it turned to like bad habits. Shout out Brendan, he helped me with the name. But yeah, I know that was a long spill, but yeah, bad habits that came from some places. So
Yeah. Dude, no, you I mean, you talked about battling with addiction. Funny enough, like I'm like 3 years in recovery. So like I like, I've been there, like for sure.
congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man.
That seriously,
Uh,
that's huge.
yeah, so
That's
like
huge.
were you what what was going on? Like are you chilling?
And, after I stopped hooping, I just you know, some when you play sports your whole when you play sports your entire life, the part they don't talk about is like after like as an athlete when you like because I've been playing since I was literally 10. When you kind of stop doing that thing, you have nothing to do because throughout the years I was sacrificing all my weekends. I wasn't hanging out with nobody. I was at tournaments. I was hooping. So and I was just like sad a lot. I was like down on myself because I knew I did. I could have like kept playing, but I just like type of person I am. If I know I'm not gonna give 100% into something, I might as well just not do it at all, you know, and not cheat the game. Because as much as I know I didn't want to do it no more, I still loved it enough to not cheat the game. And you know, I went back home. I moved in with my parents, and shit, I started drinking. And I'm talking about drinking. It wasn't drinking to where like let's drink. I was like it became a thing where I was drinking out of boredom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to having a drink. And this wasn't every single day, but it would be like if I got any time on my hands and I was gonna have a drink. And the weekend I was drinking for sure.
Yeah.
And um I don't know if this it was like grief. I was like grieving like the past like I was grieving the past 10 to 12 years of my life where I just put everything into and just for it to be and there's no end to it. You know, there was no conclusion. Just it's different if I go on to play 4 years at Manchester, graduate with my degree from there, and that's different because that's like, damn, I'm gonna miss it. But it was just like I had just stopped, and you know,
Yeah.
I felt like I really quit on myself. But you know, what I'm saying that all that's where that addiction part comes to. Like, you know, you need a distraction in some way because you don't want to get too low. You get low, but you know you're close to being low.
Yeah.
So you kind of use those things to like stabilize. And you know what I'm saying? I was never like suicidal, nothing like that, but I was just always trying to keep myself from even ever getting in that headspace of even the thought coming. It's like, damn, I better go have a drink so I don't even get that low. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's where that comes from. Not to trauma dump, but you know,
Nah, bro.
that's just how shit was. So and this was in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
This is like in 2022. So yeah, 2022 was a heavy year for me. But you know, I bounced back. I talked to I was got close with parents. I strengthened my relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
The part that was what was messed up about this, I wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you talk to somebody about it, you could feel better. And I realized when I realized I could just talk to somebody about it, and I would feel better just by that because I was keeping all the emotions in, and nobody ain't tell me when you bottle it up is worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking if I keep it in, I'll be all right. I'm gonna thug it out. You can only thug it out for so long. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Especially when it's something mental. So you know, I just started talking to my friends. You know, surrounding myself with good people. Yeah, and
Yeah. So
that
like,
was really it.
dude, it's so weird because 2022 was the year for me. I was like, dude, I was so fucked up. I had just quit baseball my freshman year of college, right? And I was like moving back home.
Yeah.
Um, I got like blackout drunk at this fucking party or whatever, and like just like made a mess of myself. Fucking was fighting my
Yeah.
roommates and shit. And I ended up,
Literally blackout.
yeah. And I left the school and I was like, all right, fuck this, I'm out. Stop playing ball. And then moved back home, went to Delaware, like went to my community college, and I was like, damn, bro, like my life's fucked. Like I'm fucked up. Like this shit sucks. Like I'm the guy that everybody was like, don't be that guy. Like that was what's going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, like 2021 to 2022, 2020 to 2022, I was just like, driving drunk, getting high, trying to make music, doing all like the bullshit and just like have no clue or like no sense of direction of where my life was supposed to be going. Like I was literally lost in the sauce. And then summer of 2022, I was like, yo, mom, like I don't know what the fuck's going on with me, but like I'm not going on the right path. And then I got some help, you know what I mean? And then we were like,
Yeah.
go this way, and like ever since then I've been like going that way. But that's crazy that the resemblance
Yes.
like is like almost uncanny. Was music
Hey,
like
that talk with moms is big though.
for real though, dude?
I don't know if it was the same for you, but for me it was like, damn, I'm fucked up and I really don't want to talk to my mom about this. Like, and it was one of those days I just took the courage and I just like, I don't know if like when I talked to her about it, I probably cried the hardest I've ever cried.
Same
And
here.
it was everything that was built up with start time to end time about fucked up I was. And I was like, literally the day I'm like, this shit starts now. I'm about to get up off my ass. I'm about to get back in school. I'm about to get this degree. I'm about to get back into music. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? And man, that talk with mom, bro. Shit. That shit got me reminiscing. But yeah,
Yeah.
that talk with mom is huge. But I'm glad you here, man. So
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. No, for real though, both of us like
a lot of people lost, that when it comes to like not sometimes it's not even addiction, but if you fucked up, a lot of people lose that battle, especially as men. So
yeah.
to say we both here, we get to chop the shit up about it, that's big, man.
Bro, it's literally a blessing. It's a miracle, is what it is, bro.
100%.
So like yeah, like getting out of that funk, bro, and getting out of that dark place, you would give that credit to kind of like music, or like where's that? Because
Yeah, I would well, again, like I told you, I was able to talk to my friends and my family about it, but then it's like I still got all these thoughts though. I need to put them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And none of my music, I never really specify like what I'm going through. It's always just like reference. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm good specifically was literally a song where it's like I'm okay. Cause I was 19 or like 19, I think maybe 20 at the time. And I'm thinking, damn, my life is over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good is like homage to that. Like it's okay. Like we are so young. We got so much time. No matter what somebody says, like, oh, you gotta get there's so much time, so much to be grateful for. Cause somebody with less is more fortunate. You know what I'm saying? So taking all that into account was really what helped me. And then I had other friends that were also pursuing music. I got to give most credit to God because that shit could have got dark real quick, but it didn't, and I'm thankful.
what type of role has like community and collaboration played in your journey up to this point?
Huge. The whole reason I met my manager was there was something I seen on Instagram, and he posted because he got his hands on all type of shit. He owns a studio. He's a producer. He's also my manager, and he was running this like it was called 303 Recording, the account for the studio, and they was having this like music feedback Friday. So like I pulled up, everybody played their songs. I played my song. That shit, it was Come True. Come True had just came out, and that shit like lit the room up. And then he was just like, yo, you should like pull back up to the studio. Like, let's make some music. And that was really like what left off from that. And then I would be pulling back up to the studio because it wouldn't be like pull up book a session. He would just be like pull up to the studio, and then he would also have somebody else there who's like a cool songwriter or like a singer or
Yeah.
like another rapper. And these are relationships that just connections that just kept forming like ever since I met him. And because I was never a super like keen on like collaboration because I never knew how to go about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because it gets to a point to where like, not that I had too much pride to like DM somebody be like, yo, let's make a song. It would just be like, like it's fine. Like I'll get around to it. But like
Yeah.
seeing collaboration like work like real time, it's like when I want to like if I see a reel and it's like a beat or a song, I'm DMing them right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because let's do like I like this. I make music. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Or let's even connect. Even sharing ideas. Even sharing ideas within music is been beneficial to me. Even if it's not hands on or I work with you, if you share something, some insight to me, I'm going to take that shit, write that shit down in my mind. I'm gonna use it. You
Yeah.
know, when I started applying the things that I was being given as far as information, advice, tools. Brandon put me around other singers that he knew from being in the studio. I didn't start seeing any type of like progression in what I'm trying to do until I started applying this, you know what I'm saying, to the vision. And because there was no vision at first. It was like just like you said, when you was making music, you was probably just like, I'm gonna make music, right?
Yeah. This is
So
literally, yeah.
yeah, when I first started, I was like, shit, I don't play basketball no more. I got some time on my hands. Let's just make some music.
Hmm.
But then it became a vision. Like, damn, maybe this can be more than just Rickie Wedlow making music. You know what I'm saying? This can be, oh, that's Rickie Wedlow. You know what I'm saying? Are you because I want there to be a question in the future to where it's two people in whatever city and they say, are you going to that Rickie show? Just like y'all going to that Rod, y'all going to that Meek tonight? That's a question I want to become existing. You know what I'm saying? That's shit like that. So yeah, that was really what collaboration was huge for me.
So, dude, where's the vision? Like your biggest goals in the next, let's say, year. Like, how do you plan to approach that next chapter?
That's the question of the day. Um, I don't know, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't know. It's not because I don't know, but when I first got into music, or when I first started getting good, I started planning stuff so much in advance. But every piece of success, small success I've had, has been spontaneous.
Mm,
Edgar getting on the song on Another Life, spontaneous. Me releasing When I'm Outside, spontaneous. Me going to that shit when I met my manager, it's spontaneous. I always feel like the best shit that has happened to me has been act of the moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like tomorrow I might have an idea and I'll have an even crazy idea the next day. Now I want to do nothing but transcend what I'm doing right now. I want to be I got a buddy. Do you know Soso Camo?
no, I've never heard of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta put you on.
Here, let me peep them real quick. So
Yeah, go Soso Camo, Spotify. He's lit right now.
oh shit. This your homie?
Yes, but listen though, I had more monthly listeners than him in August.
August of last year.
Yeah, what was that 8 months ago?
Yeah.
So, and this is a dude. He used to be doing these skits in Walmart. He come up to people, let me know if you fuck with this song, and he would play a song, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I fuck with it." And, he was the same dude that was just doing these skits, and he had a song that released in July. It was
Yeah.
called it was called Keep Steady. It's like his biggest song. It has like 20 million streams
Yeah, I
in
see it.
July. He dropped it. He dropped it in July. Promoted it, wouldn't get no traction, right? So he kept promoting, and this is something I've learned from him because what it works for me is like, say I just drop when I'm outside, I'll probably stop promoting that shit next week.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm,
That's just the music game because then I'm gonna start promoting the next thing. You
yeah.
don't have to do that. This music shit has no time and day because say you might hear when I'm outside a month from now, and it won't even matter because you like the song. It don't matter. It came out 2 months ago,
Yeah.
right? So he goes on to post a snippet on these snippets on TikTok. This is July, August. This is like a month and a half later. Maybe I think it was like September, like when it popped off. He posted one reel or one TikTok on TikTok, went crazy.
That's insane.
Went crazy. And then he just kept posting that same thing. It would like be the same thing to where like he was posting the same sound every day. With me, this is another thing with me about it. I hate putting the shit in your face every day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm scared I don't want to get on follow. You know, I want them to fuck with me still. As an artist, you got to be like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the internet is now, if you get 1,000 views today, you're not going that 1,000 that viewed it is not going to be the same 1,000 that views it the next day. That might be a totally different 1,000.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't know about the internet now is that when you post something to TikTok or Instagram Reels, if you get 400 views, you don't know who the fuck was in the 400 views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the truth of it. So he posts this TikTok, it goes viral. That song goes viral. This just happened in like August, September. So people start because he was always good. He was always fire. But he's from Raleigh, North Carolina. He's from the country. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nobody from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That boy from the country. He started going crazy.
Dude.
So they started listening to his other shit, going crazy. Signed him a record deal. Now, if you go to his Instagram, he was just on a billboard in Times Square.
Yeah,
so it's just something like that. When you do the little things like that, as far as like it'd be hard for me to promote a song too long.
Yeah.
Because I don't want as the artist, I don't want to be like they've been hearing this shit so long. They probably won't want to hear this shit no more. They probably want to hear something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, fuck that. You gonna hear this shit. Even before it went viral. He promoted that shit 2 months after. Couldn't be me. But it gotta be me. Because I need that. I would compare myself. Like the old me, I would look at that shit and be envious. Like, that nigga not better than me. Excuse my language. I'll be like, his ass not better than me. Fuck that. I was just bigger than him. No, I literally use that for motivation. I'm like, bro, like, he makes good ass music. He applied what he knew. He used the internet. He used his resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every independent artist that ever went viral used the resources at their discretion. No label resource. That's what, labels always transcend it, but they don't start it.
Yeah.
The first resources of artists is the internet right now. It's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the majors, they be shitty. Majors these days, they'll sign somebody like me just to shelve me, so I don't fuck with their other artists. That is the truth in the game of social media these days. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So to see somebody and to really apply this stuff, because even before that, he would be way more like on promo. He's promoting every single day, and he built a theme around this. So after this, I want you to go check out his shit. He's built like a theme, and it's like his country theme of like Raleigh, North Carolina. All his music videos are like set in country, but in different tones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he posted this TikTok that went viral, he had like a flag and he had like hay hanging out the mouth, like a farmer.
Yeah.
And he was just like be in the grass with like a little like prop gun by him. And he would just be singing his lyrics. He already had the theme built by the work he had put in before it blew up. So I see that, and it's like, not that I need to emulate that or copy that, but I look at my sound and I know it's different. How can I make the areas of my shit pop off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a totally different artist for me, but how can I make, the beautiful parts of what my art pop off, shine like he did with his? You know what I'm saying? So that's just like I said earlier, I'm always trying to learn. I pick shit up every day, like, damn, that's how he did that. You know what I'm saying? Fire. So,
are you active on TikTok or no?
I try to be. They nerfed it. It's like if you make music, it's them they're slow. But like I gotta like I'm telling you right now, I gotta get back to posting. I probably ain't posting on TikTok in a few days. I should be posting every day, 3 times a day.
I love how you're like, yeah, man, I gotta get back to it, and then you're like, yeah, I haven't posted in like a couple of days. It's like,
yeah, bro, that's the truth. I'm a work in progress, but what keeps me sane is looking back on where I came from. Just like I told you when it was 2021 and I was in here fucked up on a fucking blow up mattress. So I look at that and you got to be proud of yourself. every day, no matter what you do, music, hoops. Even if you don't do that and you just work corporate, you got to be proud of yourself because you gotta, as far as progress, you gotta stay proud of yourself. You gotta stay grounded, and that's what's been helping me, just like being happy for myself and not looking at somebody else that's doing better and automatically make the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I keep the comparison separate, and I'm just learning to like, okay, instead of being like, damn, and going to glow and sulk and pity myself. Fuck that. I Ever since I stopped doing that shit, I'm good now.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm good.
So
So
no, but dude, it's for real, man. Because like what you're really saying is like you're becoming more of a student of the game and living less into the comparison and more into like the connection and like don't compare,
right.
relate, and relate to somebody. Be like, all right, like I see what they're doing and like this is kind of what I could do with them or like with that, but by myself. So like we kind of talked about like the hardest parts about being an artist, you know what I mean? Like that fucks me up. That fucked me up for a long time. It was like I
Mm.
was trying to make music and I was posting shit on SoundCloud and I was like, when is my shit just gonna hit 1,000 streams?
Yeah, I still can't post on SoundCloud.
and it's like when the fuck is this? When's this gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? Like what do I need to do? Um, so like, putting all that to the side, like what's the coolest part about being an artist for you, man?
Mm, I got a text. I've gotten a few of these now, and they'll just be like, "I love this song, never stop." But I got a text, and it was about the song "I'm Good,"
Mm.
and I still have the DM saved in my camera, like in my camera somewhere. But he texted me. He was like, he sent me a screenshot of him listening to the song, and he was like, "This saved my life. Thank you." He was like, "I wouldn't be here today without this song." And it's a song I'm good. It's just like that song wasn't even that like, what I'm saying? And I just like that kind of fucked me up because at this time I probably had probably like a 800 monthly listeners. You know what I'm saying? But anybody can find your song though. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify, Shuffle, Apple Music, Shuffle, anybody can find your shit. But like this like fucked me up because that's when I realized this music shit is like cooler than I think. Because just like you see like a bigger artist, they're touching millions of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when it was just like, no matter how big you are, small you are, pause.
I was about
You
to say
can you
when you said they're touching millions of people, I was like, no Diddy.
I didn't even guess it. But yeah, just being able to, help somebody in the smallest way in song form is just like pretty cool. So I kind of sometimes I put out a song now, I'm like, maybe this could like, pull somebody out of a dark place or something. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
bad habits was supposed to be something somebody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Being relatable as an artist is hot right now. If somebody going through some shit can sit here and relate to listen to you, I promise they'll listen to you again. They'll listen to your next shit if they can relate to one of your songs. So,
Yeah.
but also being authentic in that though, like not like faking it. When I first started out rapping, I was talking about guns and killing. And I'm from the burbs. So it was like that wasn't even like it wasn't me. And I would be making this music and I started listening to it like, what am I talking about? You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And yeah, that's the coolest part of artists though, making text like that. Just people being genuine about how much they like to listen to your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, bro, when I came across, so I don't know if you know this, but Shane sent us your shit.
Yes, because I sent him to you. I was like,
Really?
yeah, because I seen something. I was like, this. I was like, that shit look cool.
That's funny as shit. Because he texted me a couple weeks back. He was like, "Yo, I got people sending me your stuff. Like, the word's getting around. Like, that's dope. How did you come across our stuff? It just like popped up on your shit?
I think. Do you follow Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, I asked him. I was like, bro, is this your blog? This is sick. And I didn't even know it wasn't you because I thought it was his blog. I thought it was his. I said, is this your blog? This is sick. He was like, nah. I was like, he said, can happily connect you with them though. I said, yeah, bro, that would be awesome. He said, just hit him up for you. I was like, bad.
Let's go. That's
Yeah,
fun.
because I was going through your shit. I was like, damn, this shit's well curated. This
Thank
is
you.
well curated.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's not just me. My homies help me out as well.
Nah, shout out the whole team. Is it Wishy?
No, no, it's Wish. It's Wish.
Okay, can you dive into that?
Can I dive into what came into like?
Why the E's on it? Is that like for copyright reasons?
Interesting. So I'll tell you the whole story. I'm in a hotel room in Delaware, in Washington, D.C. I'm in a hotel room, Washington, D.C. I'm in the middle of an internship, and I've been just like writing these articles about these artists and about these other people in the entertainment industry. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? You know, I'm 23. I graduated from Hofstra. I'm like, all right, we got to do something. Like, I love music. What can I do with that? So I find this artist just like scrolling on Instagram. I re-downloaded Instagram after a long hiatus of like maybe like 2 years of not being on social media, and
So
come
you
across
are a writer?
like right like
Yeah,
yeah.
I can tell the way you speak, the way you're explaining this. But go on.
Oh my gosh, and yeah, so I come across this artist. I'm like literally flipping through my reels, and this artist named Finn Peach pops up, and I'm like, I really fuck with this. And it wasn't even just the music that I was fucking with, but it was the aesthetic, it was the sound, and more importantly, the lyrics. Like I came across the lyric of
Mm.
I'm I'm a California or I'm an LA sober wannabe socialite, and I was like, damn, that fucking hit me, you know? And I reached out to him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna try and just interview this fucking guy. Like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, let me do something.
Was Wish a thing?
It wasn't even a thing, bro. It
Oh,
was,
so like, what was you interviewing on like just your behalf?
dude, I did not know. I had no
Wow.
clue. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, I would love I saw this new song that you guys came out with. I love it. I want to interview you. Currently I'm working with this company and maybe we can do something with them. And they were like, they respond. Dude, in my head, I'm like, yo, they're not gonna respond. You know, like they're just gonna be like, whatever. Um, they fucking responded, and I'm like, oh shit, like I need to do something. So fast forward like a couple days, I respond, and I'm like, yo, love the idea. This is what I have planned, and I'm on the treadmill at the gym, and I just think of Wish, you know, because like it's always been my wish, it's always been my dream to just like work with artists and be in that realm, you know, and
Yeah.
but I was like, just it can't be spelled Wish. So I put the E as like entertainment. You know, it's like Wish Entertainment. And then a
Mm.
couple weeks after that, I came up with We Introduce Stars Here Every Day. And like,
Mm. Gazer.
yeah.
Yeah,
And like that's what it really stands for, you know? So Wish,
that's fire.
yeah, Wish is just an acronym for We Introduce Stars Here Every Day. And
You're
yeah,
super active too, bro.
on the socials,
Yeah,
I know, bro, it's hard, dude. It sucks, but like I gotta do it, you know?
yeah. The price you pay like for that like sacrifice of just being active is gonna be like quite the payoff. Because I see like a lot of like pages like you, like what you guys do. I'll come across them and like they'll be smaller, but then they'll have like one like just like groundbreaking like interview. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll just be up from there. Now everybody's trying to get on Wish. You know what I'm saying? So that's fire, bro.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. And dude, it's a pleasure having you on, like for real. I listened to your music and I was listening to your music yesterday, bro. And I was like talking to my brother and he was like, yo, who is this? And I was like, actually, I'm interviewing him tomorrow. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious?
For real?
Yeah, like, dude, like that's why I love this shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like I get to not only do I get to put people on, but like I get to have a story to tell. You know, like there's
Yeah.
stuff to yeah, bro, it's just it's great conversation too. Like it's amazing. Um, but yeah, man, that's how Wish got started, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty stupid, honestly. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, and then
It's only stupid till that shit work, right?
yeah, no, for real.
Come on.
And yeah, no, so I was alone with it for like almost like a month and a half. Like I brought on this one other guy, and like he fell off, and he was like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore." And I was like, "Fuck, like it's just gonna be me." So I started putting out articles for like a month maybe, and I was like, damn, like I don't know much longer I can do this. Like I was putting out like 3 or 4 articles a week, and I was just like writing and posting and all that shit. Not to mention I had the website made in like 3 days, like it was like,
Mm.
let's go, let's do this. Um,
Yeah.
but now I have my homie Jason, who's like he's basically like the director of operations.
Is that the other dude I seen on your page? He was talking to somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Fire. I
So
seen
yeah,
him doing an interview with that one dude with the angelic ass voice. I forgot his name though. What's his
Ramir,
name?
Ramir.
Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah, Ramir's fire for sure.
Yeah.
With the angelic ass voice.
His voice is nuts.
Dude, it goes crazy, bro. What's your writing style like? Like you say that you made songs in like
um
10 minutes. Like, bro, like how the fuck do you do that?
I used to write like literally not write but like type shit into my notes. But this is what happened. I would hear a beat, I wouldn't record on it yet. I would write first, and
Mhm,
then I would put the headphones on and be about to record, and then I would have a completely different idea,
mhm.
and it would start happening every single time. Not slightly, not like a different idea, but it would be like, well, this should have been like this, and it would just the way I wrote the way it was written would just be sounding a lot different in my head than when it's actually recorded.
Yeah.
So I started just saying like, forget it. I just go like straight into it, and then I do what I'll do is at first I'll just record like melodies, and I'll keep those, and then I'll write to that melody because that melody is what I had. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Right.
had real time. That's not gonna change now.
Yeah.
Different to when like you have the melody but you haven't written it down, you haven't done it yet. So that's been my style. With rap, I just punch in. If I'm just rapping, I'll just punch some shit in. But like with pop or like R&B, like Brendan and those guys at the studio, like we be all hands on deck, like writing. Like if you go look at the Set Me Free on Bad Habits, there's like 10 writers on it.
Really? Oh
Cause we
shit.
because we were just like all hands on deck. I'll be like, Brendan, let's get in a studio, and I'll be like, invite Austin, invite Noah, and that's just like two people. Noah's like one of the other engineers at the studio, and he like lately he's low key been on like my on some like co-managing vibe though. Like he's been helping a lot, and then Austin is another artist, but he's really good at writing.
Hmm.
So I'll be like, let's make some pop shit today. Invite Austin and Noah because I already know I'll be needing their help, and then I'll be like, I'll lay the melody. I'll come out, boo, be like, yo, what y'all got? Give me something. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about splits, like taking credit. Like if you can write the whole chorus, I'll perform it. Just like let's just make it good. You know what I'm saying? So, but that type of collaboration though, even like when they're helping me with that, it helps me get better as a writer. Because then I think about like that slight change, I'll implement that into another song. Like when I'm recording, like, well, we did that like this, so maybe I should do it like this. So yeah, that's my recording process these days.
Um, so like how are you gonna define success as an artist, bro? Have you got it? Do you want more? Like what's going on in the head of Rickie Wedlow?
Uh, I think it depends because it's very situational. A success, something that's not considered a success for me would be considered success for a smaller artist, and a huge success for me wouldn't be a success for somebody bigger.
So
You
what
see what
is
I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, I would think success for me would be where I'm like, I think success, and this is like super oblique, but like when you're touring,
Mhm.
if you have the ability to tour and people buy tickets to come see you, I'm successful. If you're getting booked at like a festival, that you're successful because that means somebody's coming to you. Hey, we know people want to see you in person. Come perform here. That's gonna be success. When I get to the point where I can go like on a tour, like even be in a position where I can be an opener for like a big artist on a tour, like that's like successful. You know what I'm saying? So I I can't wait to tour. Yeah,
Have you done any like live shows or anything yet?
yeah, I've done a few. I I gotta see some of the videos. We had a show here in November, and I performed Another Life, and they was singing it word for word. It's nuts. And then I got booked for uh Young Chris or La Clover. You heard that song before?
Yeah, bro, of course.
Like you remember hearing that on TikTok? So he
Yeah.
he was on tour in Columbus, and his like booking agent hit me up or whatever. It was like, oh, like we want you to come perform at the. This is actually the first show I ever got paid for too. It was like we want you to come like perform like at this like show. I'm like, damn, that shit's in Columbus. That's 2.5 hours from here.
Mm.
But they paid for my hotel. It was lit. This is the first time that like that's a small success for me.
Yeah.
Now, bigger artists or even smaller artists, they are paying to like go perform at that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this was to be wanted to come perform in Ohio, and the show was great. Like that was like a really big success for me. That was like okay, this is step one. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do is I want to save the music scene here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get at a higher level to where people know who Rickie Wedlow is. And what I want to do is the music I see happening, I want to shed light on it. You know what I'm saying? So I visualize it. You get big, you start doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? You start going on shows. And then that's when I start mentioning these names in indie. You know what I'm saying? And that will be the first start of, okay, we like Rickie's music. He's tapped into them. Maybe we should tap in. Now, bro over here got motion, and it will never be a thing with me to where, damn, he's starting to get some traction. I can't promote him no more because they were supporting me.
Yeah.
To even get there. So, it's really like a pay it forward system. You know what I'm saying? If you help others, you will be granted good things, and that's just like the way of life. You will be rewarded doing good things for other people. You know, so it's important to note that you shouldn't be doing good things for the return of something good. Okay, you should want to do it because you want to do it, and you can think like, okay, I did something good. I hope something good comes out my way. But say you're doing good things and nothing isn't, you shouldn't stop doing good things. You know what I'm saying? Like something I've always thought was weird is when people record giving food out to the homeless. I don't know if you ever see stuff like that.
Bro, I see that shit all the time.
And like that's cool. Like you make money off that shit now, but it's just like why are we recording it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just one of the things I've never been able to get super hip to. I see people do it a lot. If I'm about to go give out some food, I'm probably just gonna go do it.
Yeah, like what?
I'm not sure why I gotta record it just so you can be like, oh, Rickie, he's a good dude. He passed out food to the homeless. I seen him record it and post it and do it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, how do you know Rickie's a good guy? Well, he records himself giving food to the homeless, and
Yeah, he has a page just dedicated to giving food out to the homeless.
yeah,
Fire. Again, I can't not. It's not all bad, but it's just like, damn, why do we gotta record it? So it's just stuff like that I don't fuck with.
yeah. What's the name of the next song that you're gonna release? The one that's if When I'm Outside keeps doing what it's doing. What's the name?
On time.
When I'm Outside on Time.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Dude, if you had a chance to like hop on a track with anybody, like who would it be?
Probably anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, probably Drake.
Mm.
And not even for the not because it's Drake and I know like my life is gonna change, because that is true. My life changed. He's done it before. He did it to Migos on Versace. He did it to Young Blue. He definitely gave Lil Baby a boost on Once and Needs. I mean, that's just what Drake do. But just Drake because I love Drake. I've been listening to Drake since I was a kid. I listen to Drake every single day. And in my opinion, I do not think he's wrong at all for suing his label.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. That's just, Drake is something like you having people over. Let me just shuffle Drake. Oh my God, you're perfect.
You can do no wrong.
You turn on Drake in the car, nobody's gonna say anything, and it don't matter what Drake song it is.
But I am interested I am interested in what you said. You're like talking about woke music. What do you mean?
When I say woke music, kind of like, let me just say, there doesn't people who are like true lyricists who are big like Kendrick Lamar fans and fans of like maybe like a Vic Mensa and a Joey Badass, whom I love, or like a Killer Mike.
Yeah.
People always think that music needs a message. And this is the part that when they got music fucked up. You cannot make rules on something that is for everybody. You don't get to tell me that I should have heard the message in the song that you heard the message in, which is cool. But the thing about music, you can't make rules to it. Well, the song had no message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
That's not what it's about. The art of music is that it can have a message. It cannot. This song can make you want to dance. You don't even know what the fuck it's talking about, or it cannot make you dance at all and just like make you sad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music can make you feel a million different ways. But what I don't agree with is somebody being like, yeah, like that Super Bowl halftime show. People, everybody was like, "Oh, but you didn't get the message." It's the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. You know, it's like music's the one thing that I can go to and escape from all that bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I we think all day from the minute we open our eyes
Exactly.
about everything that's going on in our life, shit we need to do, shit we want to do better, shit we're stressed about, shit we're looking forward to. When I cut on this music, I'm trying to do less thinking.
I'm
And
trying
now
to
you're telling me, and now you're telling me I need to listen clearly for the message within this. No,
nah.
no. This shit's specifically just for a dopamine release. I'm not. You can't put rules on the shit I listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you remember this, but a couple years ago, do you know Killer Mike is?
Yeah, 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 of course.
Killer Mike is a legend in the hip hop community.
Yeah,
But me and you both know, or maybe you have your different views. That's fine. He should not have beat Travis Scott for Utopia on Album of the Year.
I agree with that.
That was insane. That was disrespectful. And the only reason they gave that to him is because they said his shit was real rap. That is not fair. Can Travis Scott cannot, or maybe they blackballed him because the Astro World shit that happened a couple years ago. That might have been a reason, but they should have nominated him at all. But Travis Scott cannot go out here and sell 500,000 first week units, and Killer Mike sells 15, and that gets album of the year. But they said this is the people's vote. This is
That doesn't correlate because the people
yeah,
are
that really didn't make sense to me. And Killer Mike is a legend to me, so I hate that they even put me against him like that. But I thought that was a clean Utopia win, and also Cardi B beat Travis Scott for Astro World too. You already knew as soon as I said Cardi.
bro, that was the
Yeah,
biggest.
that was the worst one for sure.
Yeah, bro. That makes me my skin crawl because that's still to me like one of the like it's the best albums that I've ever heard in my entire life.
What Astro World? Yeah, Astro World is one of those albums that you don't get anymore that you can listen to. Just you could just listen, no skips.
No skips, none, literally.
Yeah, no
If
skips.
anything, you're like run it back, you know.
Did you like Astro World better than Utopia? I assume, right?
Um. Okay, here we
I
go.
don't spin back to Utopia often. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't. Me neither. Yeah, the replay value of Utopia probably not as good as Astro World, but what I will say is that there are some songs on Utopia that I fucked with Astro World as an album entirely, way
Yeah,
more than any other body of work that I've heard in rap wise in a very long time.
yeah. That's been like a real conversation though. Like some people think Astro World is the best album like ever. Like
I mean, dude, it's just like.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's
It's
it's fucking so good, you know. Like, and he murdered that shit. Like his bars are fire. His melodies crazy. The beats, all of the beats are absolutely like dude. I don't know how to describe it, but what what I will say about Utopia is that there are a couple songs on Utopia that I have gone back and played a little bit more on a singular, on a singular basis.
You heard that song that's like, then again, I could be drunk.
Yes, dude, that.
That shit. I wasn't really spinning that when it first came out, but I be spinning that. I forgot what it's called.
Oh my gosh.
But
It's
that's the far. I
Father,
like, thank
Father.
God, my eyes.
Yeah, is it my eyes? Is it my eyes?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the stuff they kind of brought this Astroworld concert shit back. I don't
Really?
know if you missed. I mean, yeah, they Netflix released a documentary about it, bro.
I haven't seen the documentary yet.
It's fucked. I mean, I probably yeah, I watched it and I was like, damn,
What with
it's
like
one
the
of those.
people like
It's just like the people, family of the people that died, and it's like it's just tough because I didn't know 10 people died.
yeah.
And then they showed like the stage POV of the exact stage it happened at, and it was just like, how did you not see this person though? It was it was just like it was kind of nuts because the only thing that was a problem is that if he stopped the show, they died different, but he never stopped. It kept going, so the people was like in there dead, and they ain't know till like after the shit was over. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It
that.
was,
I saw the videos of like people like yeah, my reaction. I saw the
you're
people
funny. You're funny.
like I saw the people like trying to like help other people out and like
Yeah, but like the show wasn't stopped though.
come on,
And
try.
I feel like ever since then, I don't know if you've been in any concerts. I'll just see people like, "Everybody good? Water?" I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know. I
no,
feel like
for
that he damn near might have set the tone for like niggas can't go out like Travis.
damn.
He also like damn near. I still can't believe the fact he didn't get canceled is nuts in its own. But if you're gonna bring your 10-year old, one of the victims was a 10-year old.
I did hear that, yeah.
Now that is extremely sad. But as a father, he has to look in the mirror.
Yeah, I would agree and say,
He has to look. He has to look in the mirror because they could have still been at the show. They could because there was like side parts, but you wasn't in the crowd.
mhm.
I just that shit's really sad, but I don't understand why I would have a child in these mosh pits with grown ass men.
That's crazy, bro. Like you're next to Rick Rubin. On dude, like how does that make you feel, bro?
uh, I don't know. It was pretty crazy because he was showing me like the people that like viewed like that story, and it was like Day, Ian, IDK, Lizzo viewed it, and it's just like so Lizzo seen my face type shit.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm looking at it, bro. Like Hot Block JMO would like that post.
Who?
Hot Block JMO. You heard of him?
Yes,
Yeah,
really.
bro. Yeah, dude.
See, like that's nuts because I had a lot of people send it to me because he he had asked me for like some pictures because I don't know because he said we're about to do an interview as well, but I thought it was like for that. He was like, "Yo, send me like a photo," and I sent him it or like three of them, thinking like that was for like the interview. And
Yeah,
then I woke up and like I was on the cover. I was like, "No
dude, that's insane, bro.
way!"
What
It
do
was
you
like nuts.
do they give you like the questions beforehand or like do they kind of just do like what we did?
I think he's gonna send me the question beforehand.
Okay.
I don't know. He's bro. He's like young. He's that dude who runs that. He's like young. He's
Really?
like my age.
Well, I'm 23. So he's our age?
Yeah. Oh, nigga, you're 23.
Yeah.
You look 25.
Yeah. I'm 23.
Oh, it's the beard. This is different. Look, this is the type of beard that's early 20s.
Yeah.
That's a beard where I have a 2-year old and I'm married. Are you married?
I'm not married, dude. I've never even
No.
had a girlfriend, bro. Is right. Yeah. We out here struggling trying to get some play.
Yeah, you gotta get you one of them Philly girls. You know, Meatball.
Who?
No, she's not from Philly. I'm sure, man. Forget I said that. Forget.
You mean Snooky?
No. I was thinking of somebody else. I got the shit fucked up.
Meatball. This
No. It's a girl from Baltimore. I thought she's from Philly.
is there anything you want to talk about before we fucking
Um, I just want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
know, this is time out of my day, just like it's time out of yours.
Yeah.
So to sit down with me and get to know me a little bit more. This is probably the first in-depth interview I've done. Like, I've been doing like more and more lately, but it's just like the typical, how'd you start music? What are your goals? What's your inspirations? Who do you want to do a song with? And that's like it. But you kind of asked me, like, you kind of filled in the spaces of that,
Yeah.
about each segment, about like, ask me about my music, asking me about what inspired the music, what happened in the studio, my writing process for each of the songs. Like, I appreciate that, because some of these I was just like, damn, this is my first time being asked a question, because at some point it's like I've been asked the same shit as them, and I'm just like, yeah, because I know what to say because I said it before. But this is like the first, like, this is an interview.
Thanks, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So this, what I'm saying is, when this shit, really takes the off, don't forget me. Consider me an OG.
Nah, dude, of course, bro. Like that's what we're
Consider
doing.
me an OG, man.
We have these
It's been
clips, dude. We have these clips for like forever. You know what I'm saying? So like when this shit,
yeah,
when Wish is at 100K, like we're gonna be like, yo, don't forget IX, don't
yeah,
forget Rickie Wedlow, don't forget Finn Peach, don't forget Jack Peppers,
yeah.
all the artists.
Even when it said like a conversation with Rickie Wedlow, like, this is for real, man. Like we could have been on the phone chopping it up like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even though it was like it was structured, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying. This was super genuine. So I just, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody over there, and at Wish. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Wish fan.
let's go,
Wish music.
bro. I
You
actually,
know what I'm
dude,
saying?
it's funny that I said that because I do have one more question. I have to ask this. I have to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna listen to that fucking song and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
vibe out together. Cause
It came through.
well, that song too. Yeah. It did come through. Yeah, that
Okay,
and
good.
we're gonna listen when I'm outside because I just want to listen when I'm
I got
outside with the
you.
person that fucking made that shit. Um, so like this is like the one shot that we asked like all the artists that we interview. Um, it's like kind of you have a microphone, you're on the stage, and every single person in the world is in front of you, and you get to say one thing to the world. What would it be?
I'd probably be like, we're all family.
Hmm.
And if we had no skin or bones, all of our skeleton would look the same. So all this fighting and shit, stop it.
Hmm.
That would be the first thing I would say. Because then everybody would be like, you know what, you're right. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if you've been seeing all this beef we beefing with other countries and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do not like none of this violence.
Yeah.
Because isn't it just crazy that we on one planet? It gets so deep. We're on one planet. And we
Yeah.
beefing over land. It's there. We on one planet.
It's just one.
And then you put me on this stage to talk to everybody, I would just be like, we are all like, we're literally family. Like, God, we come from one God. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Everybody has their different perception of God. We all come from God. Like, but then I would be like, for my next question, LeBron or Michael Jordan, I dropped the mic. Everybody be like, oh!